Small business consulting services can be extremely beneficial to your company. A small business consultant assists business owners in developing business plans, identifying marketing needs, developing marketing strategies, and imparting skills to improve management and efficiency to maximize earnings. Keep watching to find out more. Information exchange. This typically explains why people seek out small business consulting services in the first place. They need information. Surveys, cost and feasibility studies, market surveys, and other techniques can be used to gather necessary information. The small business consultant brings to the table specialized knowledge as well as more current, up-to-date information that can benefit the company. If the organization is unable to commit any of its resources to data collection internally, business consultants may be recruited. Data is everything in today's ever-expanding technology environment, and small business consultants can collect it to help their clients build their businesses. Solving issues. Small business consulting services are usually able to solve complex challenges, and business owners and managers regularly turn to business consultants for help. This could include questions about purchasing a component for the business, acquiring a business line, strategies for restructuring the company's organizational setup, determining appropriate financial policies to adopt, determining the most appropriate approach in dealing with compensation and morale issues, management succession, efficiency, and so on. Diagnosis that works. The ability to successfully diagnose accounts for a significant portion of the value of a small business consultant. The diagnosis process can sometimes put a strain on the management-consultant relationship because the small business consultant may find deficiencies in the company's management, leading to blame. Accurate diagnosis isn't restricted to the company's external environment, technology, economics, or employee behavior. The causes behind specific choices and decisions that appear to blunder may also be probed by the small business consultant's diagnosis. Such investigations will also look into activities that were judged inconsequential and thus not taken. Recommendation for action. A written report or oral presentation describing the business consultant's lessons and some recommendations to the business is usually provided at the end of a small business consulting engagement. It's critical that reports and data are presented in a way that makes them easy to understand and use. Our recommendations are based on the business consultant's diagnosis. In most circumstances, the small business consultant's job isn't done until he or she has produced a consistent, logical plan of action with measures to address the identified issues. It's the job of the small business consultant to make recommendations, but it's the responsibility of the business owner to put those recommendations into action if he or she so chooses. Implementing changes. The business consultant gives a fresh perspective to the company and may play a key role in executing change. Now, the degree of flexibility for carrying out this duty may vary, as some firms may prohibit this function of the small business consulting service because it may be seen as infringing on management responsibilities. Being a proponent of recommendations for the business's growth, on the other hand, implies implemented recommendations, which puts the small business consultant in the role of implementer rather than just recommender. Building commitment and consensus. The success of proposed recommendations and diagnoses is determined by team members' willingness to agree on the nature of problems and opportunities and come up with appropriate remedial activities, lest the diagnosis be rejected and recommendations are ignored. A small business consultant is critical in motivating commitment and consensus around identified issues and recommended solutions. As a result, the small business consultant is persuasive and has fine-tuned analytic skills. These are just some of the many roles that a small business consultant can have. For more info, visit our site today. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.